Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And we're just going to get straight into it and have that time when we can get quiet and just send love and gratitude to our beloved earth, especially to those parts that are never loved or thanked. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out, and then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. I still get a smile on my face when I hear that little bird chirping right on cue when we were thanking the elementals. Just too precious for words. And beloved Jennifer said she'd read for us the opening invocation. Thank you so much, Jen.
Hi, everyone. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Katumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain. Thank you.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Jen. All right. So today, Gary read for us beautiful reading and just pearls from beloved Jesus. Honestly, what a blessing we have these wonderful teachings. And then we're going to, so the theme is really about truth. So we, this time, so we've got beloved Pallas Athena, just such wonderful, powerful words coming through and honoring and commanding that beloved flame of truth. And as we know, it's so greatly needed for all of us, that flame of truth. And then we're going to start with Terry's, I've hooked it out of the dictations that Terry read, bless her, the wonderful dictations. And we're reading from Lord Hilarion, The Pathway of Truth. And it's just lovely. So, but that's just the beginning. That will probably go over 3 weeks. And then I'm going to continue reading from beloved Lord Gautama. It was continued from last week. And then beloved John will take us through that wonderful opportunity we have, calling for the light through our decrees. So now we're going to listen to Gary. Thank you.
Week 254, The Discourse by Beloved Jesus. I Am Discourses, Volume 3, Discourse 19. I wish it here to be distinctly understood by all who may receive this or ever contact it, that I am not and never was a special being created by God different from the rest of humanity. It is true that I have made previous conscious efforts and had attained much previous to the embodiment in which I won the eternal victory. My choice of experience 2,000 years ago was to set the example by which every individualization of God would and must sooner or later follow. How I urge you, beloved children of God, to look upon me as your elder brother, one with you. When I said, or left the word, that I am with you always, the I am presence, which I am, and which you are one. Therefore, do you not see how I am with you always? Think deeply on this and try to feel its reality. At the time and after my ascension, I saw the immensity of the radiation I would be able to pour forth to my beloved brothers and sisters upon the earth from the sphere in which I had become fitted to dwell. I wish to say to you in all truth that every individual who will send his conscious thought to me with the desire to be raised above the limitations of earth or of his own creation, and will live accordingly, will receive every assistance from me that is possible to be given according to the steps of growth in consciousness which he attains from time to time. Do not misunderstand me at this point. When I refer to growth, I am speaking of humanity in general. I do not refer to some who have previous attainment sufficient, which in their present use and full acceptance of their I am presence, they may rend the veil of human creation and step forth into the embrace of the ascended, blazing I am presence at any time. There are some in the group of students already drawn together for whom it is possible to do this. That depends entirely upon themselves, upon the calm, poised intensity by which they become conscious of their I am presence. These great tidings I bring to you because I proved them in my own personal experience. Before I became fully decided in what manner I should leave the example to humanity, I suddenly, for an inner impulse, began to use the statement, I am the resurrection and the life. Within 48 hours after I began using that statement, with great rejoicing, I saw what was to be done, and I wish to assure you that it was the conscious use of the mighty statement, I am the resurrection and the life, which enabled me to make the ascension in the presence of so many, and imprint or record upon the etheric records that example for all humanity which will stand eternally present. It was unfortunate that the veil of the orthodox idea was drawn over the minds of the people, preventing the comprehension that each one had within himself the I am presence, the same as I had, by which he could attain and do the same things I did and win eternal victory. Such, beloved students, is my personal message I leave with you, spoken through the light and sound ray, into which any of you may enter, see, and hear with sufficient conscious preparation. Again, I urge you to think of me as your elder brother, ready to give you assistance at all times. Do not think of me as a transcendent being so far beyond your reach that contact is impossible. For the I am presence which enabled me to make the ascension is the same I am presence that will enable you to make the ascension as I did. Only today you have the assistance of the great ascended host of beings who have won the eternal victory and joyously stand at your service as you make yourself ready. With my love I enfold you. I again repeat, I am with you always.
Marvelous. Thank you, beloved Jesus. Now we're going to listen to Pallas Athena, these wonderful, stirring words. This was a dictation given by beloved Pallas Athena in April of 1955 at the beloved Hilarion's retreat in the etheric above Crete. And she said, Hail, thou flame of eternal truth, of love and life and light. I salute thee in the name of the mankind of earth. As I enter deep within thy cosmic heart, I feel thee as myself, for thou art my life, that life which has been drawn from the eternal first cause, and qualified and charged, qualified and charged, qualified and charged, to go forth and carry the law of life and the truth of life to mankind, everyone, everywhere. As I stand within your radiance, O mighty flame of truth, I feel the momentum, the essence, and the spirit of every atom of truth that has been drawn forth from the great central sun and the solar sun by every master, angel, diva, every man, woman, and child who has magnetized and insisted upon knowing truth, who have through their own consciousness drawn that truth forth and spread it to dissolve the human shadows and bring the light. I feel within this flame of truth the life beat of the Buddha. I feel the life beat of Moses. I feel the life beat of beloved Jesus of Nazareth. I feel the life beat of Krishna and Zarathustra. I feel the life beat of every individual, not only of those ascended, but of many yet who walk the ways of earth. O flame, thou art the coalescence of all truth drawn forth. Thou art a living, breathing, powerful, and palpable presence. Many men and women, many angels and devas from afar have breathed in thy radiance and then returned to the far distant realms whence they came. They have also poured their momentum of truth into thee, O flame, and because of their coming into thy presence, because of their spark of light and life added to thy flame, thou art greater. Thou art greater in each passing hour. And as mankind grows in the knowledge of truth, that truth in turn becomes part of thee again, O living, blazing presence, O mighty flame of truth and light, O mighty concentrate of all that is good. I now speak directly to thee. In the name of God Almighty, in the name of the ascended Jesus Christ, in the name of mercy and of love, I speak to thee now, O intelligent flame, everywhere on this planet where man calls for truth. I bid thee go, flash thy fire, shatter the human concepts within the mental body, remove and wash free all narrow and bigoted ideas within that mental form. Sweep the emotional body free from all impurities, wash from the etheric body all those human concepts that have been builded century after century. O flame of truth, flash through the flesh form and remove from the outer mind all capacity to accept imperfection. Beloved flame of truth, thou which art the servant of the I Am, go forth now, go north, go south, go east, go west, and on the breath of those beloved ones who have answered the call of my beloved Chohan, go forth now and give to mankind everywhere that truth which will bring freedom within their hearts, within their souls, and within their minds. I call particularly for those who have answered the call of my beloved, the great Chohan. They have asked now to know the truth. They have chosen to come forth from the masses and be stripped of every rate of vibratory action that is less than truth, because they so desire it. O mighty cosmic flame, give them now eternal truth and then expand it to cover all mankind. May this cosmic flame of truth drive and fire, drive and fire, drive and fire every human concept back into the sea of oblivion, bringing the will to do, the perception to know, the love to accomplish, the purity to bring forth, the concentration to follow through, the rhythm to stay with the manifestation until it occurs, and then the peace to sustain that which has been drawn forth. In the name of life, I speak tonight through the concentrated energies of these beings assembled within this great temple of truth. And I ask you now, O brothers and sisters, as you stand and look upon this flame, as you breathe it into your very selves and send it forth to the dark star, send it forth to the mankind who mill about in confusion, wondering where they may find the doorway that leads them back home. O beloved ones, as I speak to you, concentrate within yourselves a beam of light from this magnificent temple and play it upon the earth. Show each soul who is praying within itself the way back home, and how to follow that illumination with the will to do, until that soul arises and comes home in harmony and freedom. To you, O mighty Vista, to you, O beloved Raphael, to you, O Lord Sanat Kumara, to you, mighty Lord Buddha, and to you, O mighty Seraphim, assembled around the magnificent focus tonight, to you we give an honor and our gratitude for your great and mighty presence. Beloved Seraphim of Raphael's legions, as you send the mighty power of those swords of flame into all bigotry and intolerance, into all those qualities that deny truth its opportunity, we ask you, with all the intensity of our being, to cause all persecution, religious, racial, and political, or in whatever form it may be acting, to cease to be. In the name of the great hierarch of this retreat, beloved Lord Hilarion, who has dedicated his life to rectifying an error made long ago, we call that mankind everywhere be illumined on the point that might never makes right, and that all persecution of every kind and description be banished from the earth. May all religious orders that work for the good of mankind, metaphysical, occult, and orthodox, Protestant, Catholic, and Jewish, unite and, standing shoulder to shoulder, a solid and conscious, united people, dissolve earth's shadows by the power of light. Separation is not truth. In the name of life, beloved Raphael, as your legions use their swords of flame, see that this is accomplished. To you, beloved students everywhere, to you who stand within the compass of our love and our light, to you we send a beam of our life energy straight from the heart of the temple of truth. Truth is the full manifestation of your own Holy Christ self. There is nothing less than the perfection which the beloved Jesus manifested. That is the fullness of truth. Are you willing to become that? Whenever appearances rise that are less than truth, call to me and I will help you. God bless you, each and every one. Yeah, a mighty invocation for truth from beloved Pallas Athena. My goodness. And now we have read by beloved Terry from the book. She's read the whole book. And if anybody hasn't been, if they're newly joined and you need to read this book, it's just the most wonderful book. It's on the website iamfree.co.za under free ebooks and audios. Now we're going to listen to beloved Lord Hilarion.
Address by the beloved Ascended Master Hilarion. Introduction. Our love and gratitude extends to the Spirit of Truth, which beloved Jesus promised will set all imprisoned life free. We do invoke the beloved Vesta, goddess of the sun, beloved Pallas Athena, goddess of truth, for the planet Earth, beloved Archangel Raphael and Mother Mary, angelic representatives of truth, and beloved Hilarion, to direct the feeling of truth, the understanding of truth, and the workable, practical knowledge of truth into the hearts, minds, and worlds of all who read it. Let cosmic Christ truth now find anchorage in the outer consciousness of mankind. Let mankind, receiving this truth, use it to establish the kingdom of God here on this earth, which has so long been the hostess of countless individuals learning to control energy and vibration upon her surface. So be it. Thomas Prince, Editor. The Pathway of Truth, addressed by the beloved Ascended Master Hilarion, Chohan of the Fifth Ray. Beloved friends who have sought the pathway of truth for many ages, I come to congratulate you upon the constancy of your search. Upon this earth, truth has not been welcomed for many ages, and the seekers after truth have always been in the minority. The great majority of the people have always preferred to conform to some existing religion, and have not been desirous of passing into the more rigorous self-disciplines, self-denials, and initiations required to find actual God truths. For the most part, in every age and every century, individuals are born into some particular religious activity which their parents before them had confirmed, and it is seldom they take more than one step upward in an embodiment from that religion into which they were born and in which they were raised. But then there is always the few, century after century, coming into embodiment again and again, brave enough to spear through hypocrisy, half-truths, dogmatism, and rituals of human concepts, seeking to find the true way. In this embodiment, as well as in many previous ones, you, my listeners and readers, have at least sought to find out just what truth is, that truth of which Jesus the Christ has said, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." It is our honor, responsibility, and obligation to the universe, as representatives of the Brotherhood of Truth at Crete, to give every God assistance to life streams, not only the unascended embodied life streams, but those waiting at the gates of birth, when they really and honestly wish to know what truth is. As beloved Moria has said, the year of 1957 may not be too comfortable for you from an outer standpoint. This is because when you invoke the flame of truth sincerely, it will begin to act in your emotional, mental, etheric, and physical bodies, dissolving human concepts exactly as one crumbles away mortar and plaster to find the beautiful marble inside of the early monuments built in ancient times. So as the crumbling of many of your concepts takes place, there is a temporary sensation of confusion and chaos, which will be replaced by a firmer conviction of truth. On Atlantis, we were privileged to be among those who were the priests and priestesses of the temple guarding the flame of truth. There, the beloved Pallas Athena, who is one of your great sponsors for 1957, was the high priestess, and her great light was known to every person representing the white order on the landed surface of the earth. Her power of magnetization of the green flame of truth covered not only the continent of Atlantis, but permeated the atmosphere of the surface of the earth at that time. It was a magnificent thing to watch her as she turned her attention and the currents of her light to the source of all light, and by her powers of invocation drew forth the green flame of cosmic Christ truth. Then the priests and priestesses who worked with her in that temple endeavored to duplicate the activity as she drew it forth, and they too drew smaller rays of cosmic Christ truth into the atmosphere of earth. They practiced, as we have told you before, the projecting of the virtue, the color, the feeling, and the pressure of truth into the earth's atmosphere. During Atlantean and Lemurian civilization, as well as those of earlier ages, from time to time there came from other temples located on other continents various individuals making a visitation to the Temple of Truth. There were the great patriots who wanted truth regarding the governments of their lands. There were the great educators who wanted more truth, the light of truth in their consciousness regarding ways and means of providing proper directions for their people's education. There were the great humanitarians, desirous of learning the truth as how best to serve their fellow man. There were the great architects and designers who were eager to carry back to their own country the perfection of designs from the Temple of Truth. There were the men and women of science who wished to perfect glorious electronic mechanisms and to carry those back to their people as magnificent inventions. Then, too, there were the great missionaries who particularly dedicated and devoted themselves to serving their fellow man spiritually. Also, from every one of the continents, there were the priests who were powerfully active on the seventh ray. These visitors often, or sometimes only once in a lifetime, depending upon their freedom to travel and their capacity to learn, visited the temple of truth, where Pallas Athena gave forth her radiation. Then, in proximity to her great light, they would be illumined upon the 7 channels of constructive expression and carry that illumination back to their people.
Thank you, beloved Lord Hilarion. And we're going to read more about that next week. Carry on with it. So this is from Beloved Saint Germain, and I think we have read it, but it was probably at least a year ago or even longer. And on May the 1st, which is his special day in 1958, and it's just such important information, I do believe. And he says, I have mentioned to you several times before concerning those who are to follow you in service. Prepare now for your successor among the lovely younger generation. In the name and authority of your own beloved I Am Presence, call daily to us to raise up those ascended master youth who will be interested in the expansion of our cause and who can be trained as you have been. Then they will be those to whom you will be able to pass the torch when your journey here is done. When the call comes from your own beloved I Am Presence, and in dignity you enter into your own electronic presence, thus becoming a divine ascended being. Of course, in the years just ahead, some of you will relinquish these bodies, having earned your robes of immortality. When this does take place, I pray to God that you, each one, will have prepared at least one Chela to take your place. Let us not allow it be said of one single one who has been asked to do so that he or she has neglected to prepare another hand to be ready in time to take from him that torch of our light, which he has been carrying. To have such a one prepared would be to make available an unbroken chain of consecrated service to us and his fellow man. Let us not repeat this time what has happened century after century in the past, that of letting the bridge of light from our divine realms into yours disintegrate, because the generation which drew it forth to greater heights finally passed on to a well-earned rest. Then the younger generation, being not sufficiently grounded in the instruction to be able to sustain the bridge of consciousness unbroken, could not hold for us a continuous and ever-expanding conscious contact with unascended beings here, through which they might receive our radiation of perfection to absorb. Remember, dear ones, the great law will not hold you guiltless if you do not prepare some torchbearer to carry this light, taking your place when your course is run. The feeling of remorse is a very unhappy one. So there it is, and I think about this often, and but we make a plan. The plan is and I'm sure we're all making plans to carry it forward. And now this is a wonderful opportunity that we have every week to make this call for all our brothers and sisters caught in the psychic and astral realms. And as we know, we've been told it's such an important call. It's good to do it daily, not such a long one, but always to call for those ones that have been caught in that realm to be taken into the light. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We so decree it, and so be it. Beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power. And we thank you. Thank you. Okay, this is lovely. I'm sure you're going to, there's a one from home here. It's just lovely. It's short but gorgeous.
In South Africa, there's a team of employees with feathers, and their job, protecting a winery by eating bugs. Welcome to Vergenoegd Low Wine Estate near Cape Town, where every morning begins with a bizarre and beautiful ritual. Over 1,600 Indian runner ducks march out in perfect formation, like little penguins on a mission, heading to work. Yes, seriously, they're not pets, not performers. They're a natural pest control squad. This vineyard is committed to organic, eco-friendly farming. No pesticides, no chemicals. So instead of machines or poison, they send in the ducks. Twice a day, the duck army patrols the vines, feasting on snails, insects, and larvae with an efficiency that would make any pesticide jealous. You'll see a wave of waddling ducks in perfect unison, sprinting from their duck dormitory through the fields like they're off to some top-secret mission. And when they're done, they line up again and march back home for dinner, a bath, and a nap. True 9-to-5 professionals. Locals joke, these ducks are more punctual than most office workers. Others call them the cutest green employees on earth. Today, this South African duck-powered winery isn't just famous for its wine. It's become one of the world's most adorably strange eco-attractions.
It's a TikTok, so it ends abruptly, but it's just lovely. I hope they all looked after those beloved ducks after their journeys. They're doing such a good job. And now we say our decree for all the animals, insects, and reptile kingdoms. So we just say together, beloved I am presence and that of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done and we thank you. Thank you. And now this is from beloved Lord Gautama, continuing on from last week. And he says, now this process by which I made these various trips was in projected consciousness, the very same process which you have been taught to use today. My physical form was seated beneath a tree in the forest, of course, quite wasted because of the lack of rhythmic intake of food and drink, as well as from lack of exercise, for remember, my search for ultimate truth lasted for 7 long years, and my body stayed in the forest all that time. However, that body was sustained, in part at least, by gifts of food and drink from passing travelers who saw it seated there. When the vital energies of my body would get too low, those divine beings who were assisting me would have me return to that body and partake of the food and drink which had been provided. Thus I could resuscitate that body enough so that I could further journey in projected consciousness. Never, never, never shall I forget my feelings of joy at seeing the beauty and perfection in those 7 spheres. To be successful in such a venture as I had undertaken, one must be altogether one-pointed in consciousness, invincibly determined to accept or stop at nothing short of the attainments of one's ultimate goal. No matter how magnificent or attractive other distractions might be to his consciousness, in this connection, let me tell you that just being able to witness the perfection in any one of the 7 spheres would be quite enough to divert one's attention and determination to progress further. Beloved, mighty Lord Gautama, God bless him forever. He was the one that was ready, as we know, to take over from beloved Sanat Kumara. This is the great Lord of the world. Thank you to Lord Gautama. Bless him. All right, so this is lovely. This is a treat.
Liviamo negli eti callici che la bellezza infiora e là fuggevol l'ora si nebria volluta all'amore, poiché quell'occhio al cuore onnipotente va. Liviamo, amore, amore, fra i gallici più caldivaci avrà.
As far as I realized, I worked out that was in Argentina, apparently. I just love those flash mobs because I think of all the amazing energy. It makes everybody so happy. And just that lovely, I was just so lovely. They had beautiful voices, lovely ways about them. And now we have got John. Thank you so much, beloved John.
Good evening, all. Thank you, beloved Anthea, for always finding these amazing messages, videos, and teachings for us. Now, beloved mighty and presence, take command of us all and produce your mighty perfection through our decrees. Beloved ascended masters, we give you full permission on behalf of ourselves and of all mankind to do whatever is necessary in this lower realm to fulfill the divine plan. And we call for you to charge your mighty power and give whatever energy may be lacking from our side into all our decrees, so they can manifest here and now, all according to thy will. We call to you, beloved Archangel Michael, to send cosmic rays and mighty angels of protection to protect us and all who have joined this Zoom class, and for all the energy released to be purified and used only to serve the pure divine cosmic light. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. We say together, mighty I am presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely and illumined the source, so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty I am presence, Beloved Archangel Michael and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. And I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed. What we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. We thank you. Just visualize your tube of light coming down from your beloved mighty I Am Presence, that mighty pillar of brilliant blue and crystal light, blazing up through and around you, 9 feet in diameter, 3 feet each side, with that thick wall at the edge, stronger than any steel. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. Every beloved one standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Beloved mighty I Am Present, through your blessed love, power, and authority, we call to you, beloved Lady Master Kuan Yin, and we ask you that you fill us with your ascended master feelings of mercy and forgiveness for ourselves and for all mankind. And we just feel deeply that sincere desire to be forgiven and to forgive any and all misuse of life, human consciousness, misqualified energies of any kind, the wrong desires and feelings in our beings and world, and every mistake for which our outer selves are responsible. And we just feel deeply in our hearts that gratitude for this great gift, this law of forgiveness, that is such a blessing to all mankind. Beloved mighty I Am Presence, and that of all mankind, forgive, forgive, forgive each and every one of us. Thank you. And we call to the great central sun to charge your secret power into these decrees. And we call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor a cosmic concentration of violet fire in America, Europe, Africa, China, India, and wherever else it is needed in our world, here and now. We thank you. We say our violet fire decree together. Mighty I Am Presence, beloved Saint Germain and those ministered to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all. Cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. Our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations, back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms, and in the consciousness of all mankind, to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all life, all human and elemental life, from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is, beloved I am. We thank you. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done, everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And now, before we say our final decree, by the love and power of our beloved mighty I am presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And as we end now, let us focus on that beloved love star, radiating within our auras, placed there by beloved Sanat Kumara, as a gift to all humankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of unconditional divine love, a true cosmic blessing. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star, and ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our four lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with unconditional love. And to that mighty secret love star shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, we bless and thank you, and all the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun, holding this focus. Expand your supreme light through our individual love stars and around all life evolving on our sweet earth. We thank you. Thank you, everybody, and blessings to all.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved John. And now we've got the closing invocation, and I just think you might like to do it. And Leila, do you have a screen and a mic you can read? Just see there. Not answering. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Leila.
Yes. Thank you. Pleasure. Beloved, I am present, and beloved Master Katumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness, so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest, flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much. And then just we take a moment now, and I left these beautiful pictures, and I just thought, oh, they're so gorgeous, these brave, beloved little flowers that come through the snow. And so we just take a moment now to just send our deepest love and gratitude first to our own I Am Presence for taking us to this level so that we can understand and receive these marvelous teachings, and to the great ascended hosts and to our beautiful, beloved earth. We just thank you. Thank you. And for those watching on YouTube, if you would like to subscribe, if you haven't done so, we ask you please to subscribe and like and ring the bell and share if it's a good idea. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to stop the recording now.